Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV. We are back with another video and we are here to talk about week 3 of the NFL. Now, at the time of me recording this video, we're actually not done with week 3 yet. And by the way, I keep saying this, we're only going to talk about the close games. We're not going to talk about all like the blowout games. It's really no point of doing that. I mean, shout out to the teams that are blowing other teams out, pause, and getting it done. But it's just not worth talking about because those games aren't that interesting. So let's get into it. We're going to skip the Thursday night game and get to my Packers. Every week we're going to talk about the Packers because they're my favorite football team, so I have a little bit of bias in there. Malik Willis shows the Titans what they gave up. He leads the Packers to a 16-point victory. Shout out to the boys. What a fucking good day for football in Nashville there. A change of scenery and an injury gave Malik Willis a huge opportunity to show what he can do in the NFL, and man, he played his ass off this game. Jair Alexander got a pick six. Shout out to him. This is one of the best defensive performances I've seen us have probably since our Super Bowl run, and probably since, like Charles Woodson was there, since the guys like Clay Matthews. This is like the best defensive performance I've seen us have. Will Levis got pummeled. I mean, obviously I was watching the game and I kind of felt bad for the guy because holy shit, he didn't have time in the pocket. He wasn't able to make decisions, threw some turnovers, coughing up the ball, making bad reads. But shout out to DeAndre Hopkins on my fantasy. He got his season jump started with a touchdown. Shout out to Emmanuel Wilson as well, getting in the end zone for the first time in his career. He's getting more snaps now that guys like Aaron Jones are out of there, and A.J. Dillon's not really playing either. I don't think he's even on the team. Man, Malik Willis, 13 for 19, 202 yards and a touchdown, as well as 6 carries for 73 yards and a rushing touchdown. What a game for the boy Will Levis. He's really proven people wrong. Proven a lot of things for Malik Willis. Not a great game for Will Levis. I mean, he did throw 26 for 34, 260 yards and 2 touchdowns to his credit, but he also threw 2 interceptions and coughed up the ball. Shout out to Christian Watson as well, 2 catches for 67 yards, and D-Hop, despite a struggle bus game where a lot of turnovers occurred, he had 6 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown. Let us skip a couple games here and get into the Eagles-Saints game. It was a very low-scoring defensive game. Saquon Barkley's 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns lift the Eagles over the Saints in a defensive 3-point victory. Thriller game, really good game, one of the best games of the day, despite only having barely over 25 combined points. Saquon Barkley and the Eagles emerged from a flood of Philadelphia-style scrutiny and delivered a masterclass on grinding out and closing out a physical defensive struggle in which a lot went wrong before it ended just right. That's why you got to be persistent. That's why you got to stay in the game and keep grinding your ass off to get wins because it's rewarding in the end. And obviously, Dallas Goedert, holy shit, what a game, for a tight end, probably the best tight end performance of the week. Jalen Carter was like chirping at Saints fans and players. That was funny. And Reed Blankenship, being one of the biggest members of a very unlikely member of the Eagles defense, but he has been coming up huge. Game-sealing interception after game-sealing interception. Obviously, Derek Carr and Chris Olave had a couple of connections. And prayers up for Devontae Smith, by the way. He took a big hit this game. It was very scary to watch that. Jalen Hurts ended up throwing 29 for 38, 311 yards. He did throw a pick. When Saquon Barkley comes out there, has 17 carries, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and you have a guy like Dallas Goedert that goes out there, has 10 catches for 170, you can afford the mistakes. Obviously, Derek Carr, 14 for 25, 142 yards and a touchdown. He did throw the pick that lost them the game at the end there. But, a bright side is that Chris Olave had a good game. 6 catches, 86 yards and a touchdown, continuing to be an emerging receiver in the league. Let's skip another game here and get to the Giants and the Browns game. Rookie Malik Nabers catches 2 touchdown passes from Daniel Jones as the Giants hold off a banged-up Browns team. They win by 6. There's one play that works better than all the others for the New York Giants. Throw the ball anywhere in the vicinity of Malik Nabers, and I feel like they've kind of discovered that, and they figured out, hey, this is a guy we can use. He's a rookie. He's very young. He's going to make mistakes early in his career. We're prepared. We understand that. But let's give him a chance. I mean, huge catches after huge catches, catching all over defenders. He's going to go up and get it. And obviously, Devin Singletary added to the offensive attack as well with a really good touchdown there. But those two kind of shit on me in fantasy this week, so thanks a lot. The only bright side for the Browns this game was really Amari Cooper. Just the Daniel Jones, Malik Nabers, Devin Singletary show all game long for the Giants. That was really fun to see. It's nice seeing Daniel Jones go 24 for 34 and throw 2 touchdowns and not have any turnovers. That's a great thing. That's a relief for Giants fans. Obviously, Deshaun Watson, 21 for 37 and 2 touchdowns. He didn't really play that bad, if I'm being honest with you. Devin Singletary ended up scoring a touchdown, like I said. Malik Nabers scored 2 touchdowns, And Amari Cooper had 7 catches, 86 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So pretty solid game there. 2 1-2 teams after this week. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of shitty games on today, a lot of blowouts, but let's get into the Bears and the Colts. The Colts rushed for 3 touchdowns as a struggling defense slows the Bears offense for a 5-point victory. This was looking like an absolute shit show, an absolute toilet bowl of a game. Both offenses really struggling. Jonathan Taylor used his sheer strength and a nimble cut to give the Indianapolis Colts the jump start they needed. You know, he was really their MVP. He put in the work. Obviously, Anthony Richardson made all sorts of mistakes this game. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor was able to pick up the scraps. The interception set up a touchdown for Jonathan Taylor, just turning defense into offense. Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze combined for their first touchdown. I think that was a great moment for the Bears. There are some positives here with Caleb Williams. Jonathan Taylor, 2 touchdowns. Tyrese Halliburton was there. So yeah, Trey Sermon got in the end zone. Tyrese Halliburton was in attendance at the game. One-handed pick for Jalen Jones. That was fucking sick. Actually, a really good defensive performance, I would say. Caleb Williams, though, 33 for 52, 363 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw 2 picks. Anthony Richardson did as well. He threw 10 for 20 for 167. He didn't get in the end zone, but he didn't really have to, and Jonathan Taylor did that twice. Rome Odunze. Holy shit, man. This rookie class of wide receivers is going to be absolutely fucking insane. 6 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. And Alec Pierce, really the only big thing for the Colts was that he had a 44-yard reception. That's really all that there is to say about them. I don't know. He's definitely a good deep threat, but whatever. Skipping a couple of games ahead, we have the Ravens and the Cowboys. This wasn't even a game I was going to talk about, but the Cowboys actually made it close. Derrick Henry rushes for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Ravens hang on to beat the Cowboys by 3. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens had an early emphatic answer for the first 0-2 start since before he was their franchise quarterback. Shedding multiple tackles, Derrick Henry, just the grit and the grind of getting in the end zone. 3 touchdowns for Dak Prescott in the fourth quarter. Loved the effort there on the comeback. It obviously didn't work out. It's great. A lot of heated exchanges on the sideline for the Cowboys. A lot of things they're going to have to fight through this season. Lamar Jackson had a nice little touchdown to Bateman. Brandon Aubrey, honestly, being an MVP throughout the season for the Cowboys. They're 1-2. They're not having a great start, but he can make some damn kicks. Lamar Jackson, 12 for 15, 182 yards and a touchdown. Kept it pretty simple. Dak Prescott, 28 for 51, 379 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot of fucking passing this game for them. Derrick Henry, absolutely incredible performance. 25 carries, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nelson Aguilar had a huge 56-yard reception, and Jake Ferguson ended the game with 6 catches for 95 yards. So not a great game for CeeDee Lamb. I don't think that's why they lost necessarily. I don't know. Maybe it is. You guys let me know in the comments. Next, getting into the Lions and the Cardinals game, Jared Goff throws 2 touchdown passes, and the Lions defense slows Kyler Murray in a 7-point win over the Cardinals. Obviously, that was a huge task for the Lions defense coming off of that huge week for Kyler Murray. Jared Goff looked as though he might never throw an incompletion for a while, picking apart the Arizona Cardinals defense for a pair of touchdowns in the first half, and that's really what jump-started their game and really gave them the momentum to come down and win the game. Some dope plays once again from Dan Campbell. You never know what you're going to get out of that guy. The Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown was fucking awesome. Amon-Ra St. Brown had some huge catches, huge plays all game. Obviously, Aiden Hutchinson's going to be a big guy for the Lions all season long with his ability to get to the QB. Kirby Joseph had a pick in the end zone against Maserati Marv, playing fetch for Amon-Ra St. Brown using the Kai Cenat celebration. That was a funny moment as well. You get Jared Goff going 18 for 23, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw a pick, but Kyler Murray didn't play as well. 21 for 34, threw for a touchdown, and he threw a pick as well. Shout out to Kyler Murray, who was trying to get it done on the ground, 5 carries for 45, but really not much. Shout out to David Montgomery for getting in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 7 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown. And Marvin Harrison had another pretty solid game here. 5 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown despite a loss. The rookie's putting in work. He's had nearly 200 receiving yards and about 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. So that's a pretty big deal for a rookie, I would say. Man, these rookies are going to be taken for granted. I already know it. As we get into the 49ers and Rams game, and what the fuck happened, San Francisco? What are we doing here? The Rams rally from a double-digit deficit to stun the Niners by 3 on a late field goal. How did they lose this game? I think they were up by 10 points with 12 minutes left, which that's a lot of game time left. I get that. But dude, really? The winless Los Angeles Rams were fresh off a 31-point loss and missing their top 2 receivers when they took the field against a rival that has dominated them for a half decade. And they decided, you know what? I'm putting the hammer down. We're winning this game. Fourth quarter rally. They hit the field goal to win the game. It's just so unfortunate. Kyron Williams, holy fucking shit. Another guy that shit on me in fantasy. My fucking goodness. Kyron Williams is a dog, man. Juwan Jennings, despite a loss for the Niners, you have to give him a lot of credit. He was making plays, catches, 3 touchdowns. You have to see it to believe it, man. He was having a hell of a game. Kyron Williams had like a front flip into the end zone. I thought that was kind of funny. Again, despite a loss, there were definitely some really big positives on the Niners side. I mean, Brock Purdy, 22 for 30, 292 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mr. Irrelevant having an amazing game there. Obviously, Matthew Stafford played good as well. 16 for 25, 221 yards and a touchdown. Kyron Williams got in the end zone 2 times on the run, so that's fucking great. And Juwan Jennings had absolutely the game of his career. Holy fucking shit. He's getting a team of the week in Madden, if you know, you know. 11 catches, 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. Bad a fucking boy. That's awesome to see that. I love that because Deebo Samuel's out. Brandon Ayuk's not playing as good as people would expect. So here you go, Juwan Jennings. Again, it doesn't lead to winning football in this case, but dude, that's great. And Tutu Atwell had a big game for the Rams, 4 catches for 93. So there you have it. And to wrap it up for now until the Monday night games come on, I will record in a different outfit if you're wondering why. We have the Chiefs and the Falcons. It's very much dreaded. Patrick Mahomes throws 2 touchdown passes, and the Chiefs' defense preserves a 5-point win over the Falcons. Patrick Mahomes knows he must get better. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, a very shaky start to the season. Despite them being undefeated, it doesn't really matter. You got to put the work in. You got to be a little more consistent to make these wins come easier. They seal the win. Big 4th down stop. Absolutely shitty play call. Holy fuck, that was a shitty fucking play call. The stand in the red zone. The Chiefs' defense really won them that game. Oh, the refs won them the game. I mean, I don't know, whatever. There was a questionable PI call. I get it. Shout out to Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm actually rooting for that guy. That's fucking awesome that he got a touchdown this game and really is able to like help, you know, his case for, you know, being in the rotation. It's great. Obviously, Kyle Pitts had a huge catch for the Falcons and he made a couple of plays. I wish we could see more out of him though. Obviously, Rashee Rice is having a great fucking start to the season. One of the better receivers in the NFL. Like he's great. I love Rashee Rice. Love watching him play. Patrick Mahomes, 26 for 39, 2 touchdowns. He threw a pick, but it's not like Kirk Cousins played much better. 20 for 29, 230 yards. He threw a touchdown, threw a pick. It's kind of whatever. Who really cares there? Rashee Rice had a touchdown, and Drake London had 6 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Great player in Drake London. Great player in Rashee Rice. Kind of a clash of really good receivers. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Well, technically Tuesday when I post this video. Monday night games coming up. Here we go, boys. Week 3 has wrapped up, and I have lost both of my fantasy leagues. Just a depressing little update for you guys there. I don't really care to talk about the Jaguars and Bills, so fuck it. Why not? Let's just jump straight into command. Why is my mic moving? Sorry. Don't mind that. It just keeps swinging back in my face. Talking about Commanders Bengals, wow, what a fucking game. I did not expect this to be that good of a game. I didn't really watch much because I was at the gym, you know, getting some shots up, getting some games in. Why am I fucking lagging? The world will never know. But I'm yapping. Rookie Jaden Daniels nearly flawless for the Commanders in a 5-point win over the Bengals. Jaden Daniels stood in the pocket against all-out blitz, took a hit from Bengals safety Geno Stone, and launched a perfect ball towards Terry McLaurin in the corner of the end zone. Just being a really good rookie. One of the better rookies out of this draft class. Breakout performances from guys like him. I mean, Bo Nix had a solid performance this week. We didn't really talk about him, but guys like him, guys like Marvin Harrison, guys like Malik Nabers, guys like Rome Odunze. It's crazy. Really good rookie class. Terry McLaurin is unfucking real. He's great. 3 touchdowns for Jaden Daniels this game. You know, obviously Zach Moss had a couple of touchdowns for the Bengals. Not having Joe Mixon really sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of ass. Jamar Chase had a huge night. That's what lost me my fantasy league for the week in one of my leagues. Why am I fucking lagging? I'm gonna get pissed off here in a second. Iosivas just gets over the plane. A lot of different stuff. Obviously, looking at it, Jaden Daniels, man, 21 for 23, 254 yards. 2 touchdowns, absolutely spectacular. And not only that, he got a rushing touchdown as well. So that's huge. Obviously, Joe Burrow, 29 for 38, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns. Really good game for both of the quarterbacks. Chase Brown, is that his name? I guess. Oh, yeah, he went to Illinois. 7 carries for 62. Good game for him. Shout out to him. Terry McLaurin, 4 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. Fucking screw you, Jamar Chase. You didn't have to go this hard, man. 6 catches, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, despite of a fantasy loss, happy he's back in the swing of things despite a really tough loss and playing a prime Commanders team right now. They played good. It's definitely hope moving forward. I'm not gonna gonna lie though, boys, that is going to do it. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe whenever you can. It has been your boy Jeezy TV. I gotta get to bed. I got a lab tomorrow morning. I gotta get kind of prepped for that. Shouldn't take me long at all to do it, so I should have time to edit videos and do a bunch of stuff tomorrow. I'll probably have about 3 hours of homework, you know, as I do every day. That was the week. Give me your guys' thoughts in the comments. You know, if I had any takes, what do you guys think of them? I don't think this is a very opinionated video. It's just me kind of analyzing stuff, just observing what happened. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it has been your boy Jeezy TV, giving you guys the best sports content out there. I don't really know what we're going to be doing for the next couple of weeks in terms of new music. I guess we could listen to Lil Tecca this Friday just to kind of give us something to talk about. I might have to start, you know, bringing back the short form NBA videos. So if you guys would like that, those are the most popular videos on the channel. So if you guys would like that, let me know. I'm out, guys.